Hey, we're back in it.
We're back.
What's up, Sybil? So, what's our next move?
The loss of Gertzel is a major blow to the Egalite Cooperative, unfortunately. My father has a meeting at the Oasis Country Club. It's basically a giant floating golf course / resort for royalty. It's a long shot, but maybe I can convince him to help us out. We'll have to backtrack into the past a bit so I can arrive in my official Rolls-Royce Sky car.
Okay, what's the game plan on our end?
You guys take the superpositor in invisibility mode and keep an eye on me from a distance in case anything goes wrong.
That sounds good. Back to the future. I mean, the past. This time travel stuff is making my head spin now. That's all. Hey, have I ever told you that whenever you say Egalite Cooperative, I just mentally replace it with Eagle-Light Cooperative? It's like, the Eagles were too fatty, so now we have Eagle-Light. Do you want to try Eagle-Light, Princess?
Not really.
You sure? How about you, Proto-J? Hey, thanks for saving our asses back there, Proto-J.
It's all good, dog. Except now yous owe me a get-out-of-jail-free card. If Her Majesty Banus pin a golden cop badge back on you, I get bounced out of CFC Slammer for free. Sick immunity deals, yo.
I'm pretty sure Her Royal Highness will grant you immunity without... Oh, Jobs, I'm regretting thanking you already. That's all. Alright, let's move on, shall we? To the panel. To the panel. When you mispronounce it, it sounds like something different.
I legit don't know where we're supposed to go.
I believe we're heading to... she just said we're going to the...
The Oasis Country Club. But what's that?
Cool. Ah, what is that? Is that I clicked on the wrong thing. That's what that is. That's going to sound really weird in that episode. I'm not going to edit it out, though. It's going to just stay right in there. Can we talk to the outside? I can't figure that out. What if I could, though? Believe that's in the Coastlandia. I don't need to go there just yet.
Oh, it's probably the Fulcrum. Okay, it just didn't specifically say.
Spatial coordinates set. Now I just need to set the time I want to travel to. To time coordinates.
The past.
All right, everyone. We don't have seatbelts. Whose bright idea was that?
The fucking sky yacht. Oh my god.
And the...
That'd be so inconvenient. The golf balls would just go right off the edge.
Yeah, but do you care? Do you think they care?
It'd make it hard to play golf. Carl, can you hear me okay?
Do you think that's their first concern? Loud and clear, Sybil.
Great. Just remember to stick to the plan, okay?
What is the plan? Right. Hang back, stay out of sight, keep an eye out for trouble. It seems like Superpositor's stealth / cloak mode is working.
Great. And don't get too close to my father's Zep yacht. It's got a built-in missile defense system and an air force of drones.
Aye, aye, ma'am. Do you think your dad will really listen?
I don't know if I can turn my father from the 1%er dark side, but I have to at least try. If I can't garner his support, we'll have to go to Plan B. Overthrow.
War's the continuation of diplomacy by other means, right?
Yeah, well, we have to hope for the best.
Do we? Good luck politicking, Princess. I'll be over here not politicking. Are we Sybil now? That's not working. That's not working.
We can probably look at stuff. What few memories I have of Dad are vacation cruises to New Waikiki in this luxury Zep yacht. I spent most of the trip being babysat by robo-nannies, talking to the airship's superintelligence, and watching My Pony Princess as Dad paced around shooting off emails to CEOs and presidents. He never really stopped working, ever. That's the thing that the poor and super rich have in common. They tend to have absent parents, just for different reasons.
Gonna go ahead and talk to this agent.
Android Royal Guard. They were originally based on the cream of the crop FBI and Secret Service agents of the country formerly known as the United States of America. They took the nation's finest agents and replicated them in engineered android bodies. The eugenics of it has always kind of creeped me out, even though I've always been surrounded by these guys since I was born into my golden crib. an EX-1000 military humanoid. When the first fully sentient warbots were sent out to destroy populist resistances in Europe and the US, they all came back with robot PTSD, and a few went on vendettas, slaughtering warmongering politicians and their military superiors. They were known as Rambots. These newer models are heavily lobotomized into mindless slaves to avoid a repeat of that, and to cut the billions paid in robo-veterans' PTSD therapy and disability benefits. I lobbied my heart out to help build the economies of war-torn areas, but I was mostly shot down in meetings as being a naive millennial.
Wait, isn't this in like 2030? Like, what year does this take place?
Yeah.
So she's gonna be like 50 or 60.
I guess.
Hey, Proto J, was it part of the plan for her to just stand there and look at shit?
I guess. Global business leaders, global political leaders, each with at least $1 trillion in net worth. I hate most of these giant dickheads that I'm forced to rub shoulders with to get things done.
Rich, important people. Rip. Rip. Except the other, never mind.
That's my father, King Warren Clinton Bush, Chief Executive President of the Clinton-Bush dynasty, Chairman of the Transplanetary Federation. I better go get this over with.
Anything else we can look at? Oh, who's this over here? That's another agent, okay.
This is the Oasis Country Club, a private geosynchronous sky island with Android-maintained self-irrigating golf course, 10 deluxe spas, 0G racquetball room, VMAX VR movie theater, and 300 million square feet of premium office space. Membership is exclusive, by invitation only, and the baseline requirement is trillionaire status and above. I can't stand these sorts of megalomaniacal douche farms. I spent a lot of my early career flying around to these sorts of resorts, shaking hands with rich old white guys and begging them to put some money toward poverty aid, cleaning up this month's eco-disaster, or species equality advocacy. Believe me, I wanted to barf at the end of every day after putting up with being ridiculed as a bleeding heart, being looked down upon, and enduring creepy, pervy looks, but you do what you have to do to raise funds. The Stratoplex, the high city of the one percenters, the rich, famous, well-connected, and royal. A network of floating skylands interconnected by corporate jets. Being a highborn with ECLAT status, I spent my life up here, didn't actually touch terrestrial soil until I turned 16. As disastrous state and corporate policies failed to address inequality, ground-based nations and cities became overrun with the poor, unemployed, and refugees. Welfare states went bankrupt, social services were cut, poverty exploded and decimated the economy, exacerbating social unrest. After the Coastlandia capital and several corporate and banking headquarters were bombed and stormed by armed mobs, from right-wing radicals to robot rioters to outraged left-wing populists, the elites of Coastlandia and city-states like it decided to raise the entire city into the air, as a last-ditch effort to escape the fury of the bottom 99%. The Great Exodus of 2027, or the Blue Flight, resulted in a 2,000-foot barrier between the haves and have-nots. Green cards and birth certificates became useless. Only a status card, indicating one's economic or political importance, would give you a pass beyond the pearly gates of High City. Thousands of low-city would-be refugees hijacked flying cars, stole Airbuses, commandeered Zepp freighters in an attempt to fly into the risen city. All were shot down in what became known as the Massacre of 2028. Undocumented immigrants can be shot out of the sky without warning.
All right, Proto J, I've got a red 2.
What?
Uno. Yeah, you don't look so high and mighty now, are you? Made me eat that draw 4, and now. Oh wait, hold on. I think she's about to move. Let's see what happens.
Good afternoon, Your Highness. King Clinton Bush has been expecting you. Thank you.
Talk to the agent. Don't need to talk to security. How about rich important people?
I prefer not to talk to these people right now. My father is over there, in the black.
Damn, Walker, you really upped your golf game.
I've swung a lot of heavy metal in my day. You Clington-bushes always get the trump card in politics, though.
Don't short your own stock, Walker. I'm sure you'll be taking my Martian resort from me any day now. In fact, I'll throw in my Jupiter mining colony.
Ha, that Gates Walton kid still badgering you to let him use your orbital station? Nolan, is it?
Oh gosh, that plus $1 trillion in seed capital for his interstellar adventures. It could be your problem, George. Jobs on a stick. Am I seeing things, or is that psycho General Walker Coke Jobs that tried to gun us down with his warplane at the Capitol?
That's him. Oh no, this is all wrong. Just keep your eyes peeled, Carl, and be ready to get us out of here. Walker could be setting a trap for us.
Yes, ma'am. And Princess?
Yes?
You be careful out there, okay? You're our only hope. I mean, you represent us common people. We can't lose you.
I'll do my best, Carl. Princess Sybil, great to see you all in one piece, darling. Your dad was worried sick about you. Yes, I'm fine, thank you, General Coke Jobs.
Sibs, there you are. The General here was just telling me you've been busy as of late.
Yes, I've been working on a number of projects and initiatives. Your daughter's been doing some great work, Warren. I ran into her at the Capitol, in fact.
Really?
That's right. She was down there lobbying the government to help with them poor low-city ragamuffins, especially the Foster robots.
That's my Sybil, heart of gold. Ha ha.
I was down there overseeing the rollout of new security measures. You can never be too careful, especially in light of current events.
That's right. Those slum sprawl terrorists commandeered a CJ-74 Archangel and shot out an entire floor, right?
A damn shame what it is. An attack on us royalty in our own castle.
That's
the hubris of it. We need to hit them goddamn radical Islamist robo-terrorists back hard. Ah, no offense, Princess. None taken, General. We better not broadcast our attack to the public just yet. Better to just do some executive order backdoor strikes. Loose lips sink ships. Ain't that right, Sybil? Absolutely, General. While I'm generally not in favor of violence, we've got to keep quiet about our machinations. We wouldn't want the wrong people getting wind of what we're up to. That's great, Princess. I'm real glad we all understand each other. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some business to handle before the G8 summit. Warren, Princess.
Of course. See you there, Walker. My dude. I want her to just like keep walking, just like, all right, I got a business to tend to. Just keeps walking, walks right off. Woo! That's the Coke Jobs attack drone that hit us at the Capitol. Sybil, you got to get the hell out of there.
Oh, Jobs. No, I can't run unless the General makes a move, or King Warren will be on to us, and the Egalite Cooperative will be ruined.
Remind me why we came here again. If that plane opens fire on this golf course, you and your father will be torn to shreds.
I know. Please, just let him leave.
Hot take, this was a bad idea. Oh, thank Jobs, that was close. Sib, such a wonderful surprise. It's the fancy air car I bought for you working out. It's not still pulling to the left, is it? How's your mother?
Dad, come on. You know I hate Sibs. I'm not 5 anymore.
Of course, darling. Oh, good, we're out of earshot. Where the hell have you been, young lady? I took 500 of my best CIA off the case installing my technocrats in China to the Eurozone just to look for my rebel princess daughter. You know that's what the Neofeudals are calling you now, the rebel princess? You know how that makes me look at the World Economic Summits? How the hell am I supposed to run these planets if I click past my line?
OMG, Dad, it's not my fault that my humanitarian work is against the grain of your Royal Country Club. That's where I've been this entire time, doing real work on the ground with my mixed species, mixed income community initiative. You always told me to think for myself and do something great with my life.
Yeah, but I thought that'd mean you, learn the guitar or something.
Well, I'm doing that, and making the world a more equal and just place is my great calling. You're the leader and keynote speaking of the G8 summit tonight. You could change the culture, maybe back me up for once.
Sybil. Ah, my innocent flower girl. If only you truly understood how power really worked, you know why that's not possible.
I am not your naive little daddy's girl, and I will not be condescended to anymore. I am trying to help provide equal opportunities to the 99% non-royals, build communities, bridge the interspecies racism that is tearing everyone apart, one riot, shooting, and terrorist attack at a time, on the planets you claim to be running but mostly just ignore and exploit.
You want to treat me like you want me to treat you like a grown-up? Fine. Here's the hard truth, princess. There have always been the haves and have-nots. That's the way it'll always be. Let's say open up the Clington bush coffers to the commoners, the unwashed terrestrials, to redistribute wealth. Sure, they'd be eating lobster nightly, sporting shiny chrome body parts the skies would fill with flying cars. For a time. But helping the poor is like throwing money into fire. They just burn it up and ask for more. There's no return on investment. I've already pushed billions in aid to terrestrial slum sprawls this year alone with nothing to show for it.
That's because it's all being funneled into slush funds of corrupt cronies. My own cousin, the mayor, and the director of sentient services were lining their own pockets with public money, as I discovered at the Capitol. And what does actually reach the poor is going to overcomplicated, discriminatory, and inadequate welfare.
It's fine to do some philanthropic work here and there, hold some starving robot kids, or do some boutique urban gardening photo op with inner-city transgenic youth to get the liberals on your side, but not too much. You can call it crony capitalism, or you can call it putting family first, the way I help you, my daughter. But a bigger problem is that if we all start putting more than token resources towards the billions and billions of hungry mouths down there, the other dynasties would sense weakness, and as our resources wane, they would come after our castle. And then someone, the coke jobs probably, would take our place as dominant neo-feudal power. And we all know that wide-eyed general is only happy when it's raining bullets and bombs. His itchy trigger finger would hit the big red button and start World War III the second he was given the ultimate throne without our family to put him in check. So you see, that is the heavy golden crown of thorns I must wear, my dear. You can call me evil, and maybe I have some of that in me, but I, Warren Clington Bush, am the lesser of two evils, by far. We can't always have utopia, my dear princess. Sometimes we have to be strategic, settle for what is achievable. Compromise. That is the heart of politics, after all. True equality, democracy, that is a fantasy of the left.
That's ludicrous. If the sentients on the ground just had enough to lift themselves out of the poverty trap, who knows what they could do? Who knows how many great scientists, engineers, artists, the next Einstein, the next Noah Goetzel, could be living in that slum, slaving at a dead-end job, forced to become a drug lord to survive, wasting his talent just because we, the 1%, wanted a bigger piece of the pie.
Sounds like there's something else going on at the end of that sentence there.
All people of all races and substrates could be living happier and more productive lives. Doesn't that mean anything? How can you be so heartless?
I can see we may have to agree to disagree, my dear. Here, baby, you need some money? Take a few billion and go start a charity or another one of them open source mixed income trans species villages or whatever you call it. Just don't use any real estate from 57th through Obama Street. We're making a new resort. Regentifying that area.
Fine, Dad. I guess I'll see you at the G8 summit.
Is it very quiet? Oh, there. Okay, it was very quiet for that.
Yeah. That old, egocentric, patronizing, ignorant old... That's why I left the Capitol.
Hey, Sybil. No one could say you didn't try. You pleaded your case through the proper channels. You tried the politics.
Those who make peaceful revolution impossible will make violent revolution inevitable. I just wish it wasn't my own father we have to overthrow, but it must be done. Stupid old neo-feudal. Let's just get out of here.
Also, draw 4. The cards went everywhere. Come, I told you to let me know before you put the thing in motion. Now how do I know whose cards are which, huh?
Time travel and the cards get out of order temporally.
That's right fucked up, that is.
Suddenly you're in the middle of playing a different game of Uno than you just were.
Hey, Protege, how come we started playing Uno and now we're playing, I don't know, what is this? Old Maid?
This is it. The Fulcrum, a palace levitating above a megalopolis, hovering above mass slum sprawl. Home of the 1% of the 1% of the 1%. Looks like I'm just in time for the G8 Summit, a yearly conference attended by the most powerful neo-feudal dynasties. Families of kings, presidents, executives, military leaders, religious leaders, lifestyle gurus. As a representative of the dominant family, the Clington Bushes, I'll need to keep up appearances. I have to do my princess wave, shake all the right hands, stand in the photo ops, maybe give a speech about world peace. All the while ensuring that Carl and Protege sneak in and that the Egalite Cooperative's coup d'etat is successful. The world is counting on us. No pressure.
Oh, wait, we're just literally doing it. Okay, awesome.
Interesting.
Moving right into coup territory, I see.
The Fulcrum security. I'll need to get scanned here for thermion bombs, antimatter, nanovirals, undocumented illegals, etc. before my sky car is allowed onto the Fulcrum. The Fulcrum Palace. Constructed by my father, Warren Clington Bush, this crown jewel above Coastlandia is estimated to have costed as much as the entire Stratoplex city below it, a living symbol of wealth inequality. It contains millions of carats worth of diamond and is adorned with 10 times the gold ever mined from Earth, harvested from a rare Auric comet captured by Lightspeed spacecraft halfway to Alpha Centauri. My father purchased the most prized artifacts of the Louvre and the Smithsonian when the United States and the European Union went bankrupt as their economies withered up, installing the Mona Lisa and the Declaration of Independence smugly into his personal galleries. The heart of the Fulcrum is classified, but conspiracy theorists suggest it is powered by a massive black hole.
A supermassive black hole?
Indeed. They've got Muse down there. I like to joke that the black hole powering it is the unfillable void in my father's ugly, loveless heart. He doesn't find that funny.
Hey, Proto J, do you hear Matthew Bellamy or is it just me? Oh, yeah, I can hear it. That distinctive falsetto. Let's see.
Was there another thing on the building that was different a bit further up? No, there wasn't. I lied. An inverted pyramid said to be made of solid gold. I wouldn't put it past my family to boast of a 1,000,000-ton gold structure, but that's just a disinformation story spread by our media, intended to increase our perceived prestige and simultaneously hiding what is actually inside of the pyramid itself.
All right, so I guess we got to go get palace security'd.
Yeah. I should probably just talk to them when I'm ready to enter.
Let's drop a save game real quick. So we haven't saved yet.
Yeah.
Coup d'etat?
Yeah.
I'm missing an accent in there, but, you know, whatever.
Princess Sybil Clington Bush, welcome to the G8 Summit. We apologize for the inconvenience, but we must do our routine scan of your vehicle for security reasons. Of course, go ahead. Your Highness, there seems to be a problem. We'll also need to scan your personal security detail. What's the problem?
Probably just a minor oversight, but your Royal Guard security clearance codes appear outdated.
Oh no, these are my 2 double agents loyal to the Egalite Cooperative. I had their neural compliance modules removed. That must be throwing up the red flags. I can't let the other Neofeudals or my father discover what I've been doing with our agents. Maybe we're in a rush? Hey, can we get the scan waived? I'm kind of in a rush. I have to give a talk on curing poverty in like 5 minutes. My deepest apologies, Princess, but rules are rules. I'm sorry, there are some discrepancies here that need to be inspected. As mandated in Fulcrum security protocols, I've already notified King Warren Clington Bush. Very sorry for the inconvenience, Princess. Oh no, I screwed up.
Try again.
Let's see if we can avoid getting scanned at all.
We have to talk to them.
Yeah, but let's see if we can avoid getting scanned at all. I don't see why I need to be scanned. I'm a Clington Bush. My family is the most powerful dynasty in the solar system. My deepest apologies, Your Highness. This is just a routine security measure. Is that so? Well, I order you to change your routine procedure. Do you want me to draw up a royal decree and have you recycled for insubordination? No, of course not. My humblest, sincerest apologies, Your Majesty. Please have mercy. I was merely following orders. Yes, I'm so sorry, grovel, grovel. Just get out of my way. I see.
Wow. Yeah. Can't be diplomatic about it. You gotta do the dick move, huh? Well, we made it.
I'd just like to take a little stroll around the palace grounds. It's been a while since I've been home. Of course, Your Highness. Before I go into the meeting, I need to plant this bomb somewhere to create a distraction later.
All right. Let's take a look around, shall we?
Yeah.
Oh, we can see a lot more now. Okay, let's take a look at all this stuff here.
The all-seeing eye ensconced by the inverted pyramid, the sigil of the Neofeudal Council. It used to be right side up until my grandfather, Warren Clinton Bush II, overthrew the then ruling Illuminati. He inverted their centuries-old pyramid and centered the Eye of Horus in the middle, suggesting a dawn of a more egalitarian, democratic, and just shadow government. That utopian vision of benevolent, magnanimous global leadership quickly decayed as power grabs and infighting took over, and my father, King Warren Clinton Bush, ascended to the throne. After grandfather's death. Murdered by his own son, it was rumored. At that point, neo-feudalism really took hold, and the symbol came simply to represent the shape of the neo-feudal floating sky cities. I only hope the Egalite Cooperative can do better. I don't know if we can, but we have to try.
Man, there's a lot of flavor kind of hidden in the backgrounds here. If you're
The Fulcrum Palace, constructed by my father. I've already read this line.
this one's the same. Yep.
Yeah.
What about the balcony, though? Oh, the balcony is also got it. Okay, that's fine. Palace doors.
The front doors. I should go in once I'm ready. The G8 summit is about to get started.
Fountain.
I remember throwing golden coins into this fountain as a little girl. I used to wish for silly things like growing up to be a beautiful princess in my beautiful golden castle, married to a handsome prince. Ironically, I was one of billions of other little girls for whom that wish would inevitably come true, but here I am hating it. Here's wishing every little girl one day has a real chance, like I had. This hedge maze was seeded by you from the world-famous Hampton Court maze in the UK. I loved getting lost in the maze, pretending I was Sarah from the Labyrinth, waiting to get swept away by David Bowie's Goblin King. Hey, I might have been a neo-feudal brat, but I also went through an angsty teen girl phase and had a crush on David Bowie, just like everyone else.
Is having a crush on David Bowie a standard
Apparently,
phase?
looks like they've cut the hedge to half height for the G8 summit. For security reasons, of course. They want high visibility, can't have populist terrorists or usurpers hiding in your garden.
What is this?
An antimatter bomb disguised as royal coinage. Clinton Bush banks use financial WMDs, high-frequency trading, derivatives, and other instruments to level the economies of entire nation-states. That's how we conquered Europe. I suppose it's only fitting that the destruction of the neo-feudal plutocracy come in the form of their own money. A gram of antimatter would create an explosion equivalent to 3 Hiroshimas. This coin contains just a microscopic amount, just enough to cause a ruckus, but not enough to vaporize the entire Fulcrum Palace with us on it. I need to plant this bomb somewhere inconspicuous to cause a distraction at just the right time.
Well, I think we know how to do that.
Indeed.
And toss that in the fountain.
Yep. Of course, just another golden coin amongst thousands of others, and it's just far enough from the palace itself. Okay, time to make my grand entrance at the summit.
All right. Well, we couldn't have tossed it over the hedge. You don't have enough of an arm for that one?
Yeet!
Oh my god. Moving into the background, huh?
Yeets royally. Okay, time to head on in.
Did you just see her yeet? That was an impressive yeet.
She just yoted on him.
Oh man, do you tell me she just yeeted on him?
Yeah.
Wow, we really do have that interaction like once a day at least.
Yeah. This is it, the Global 8 Summit. Representatives of the most powerful and wealthy families on Earth and the colonized star system, meeting to set the course for civilization itself. That's what the neo-feudal-owned news organizations are paid to say anyway. Mostly it amounts to the 0.001% looking for ways to solidify their position, control the common people, and make sure democracy is as inefficient and non-existent as possible. Well, I better go do my princessly duty and do the fake tabloid smile, shake hands with rival trillionaires who want my family dead, and drink astronomically expensive Bloody Virgin Marys made with water from the moon and the blood of literal virgins. I'm kidding about that last bit, of course. They don't publicly serve beverages and hors d'oeuvres made from human flesh, since it caused an outcry in 28. You have to order it from the secret menu now. Well, better go be social.
Why? I mean, I guess...
Can we look at our phone?
Yeah, let's...
I better just wait for Carl to call when he's ready. The more cellular transmissions between us, the more likely he and Proto will be caught. I could also detonate the antimatter bomb with this phone, but I don't need a distraction right now.
Cool. I guess when you have a certain amount of money, you just do stuff just to see if you can.
As much as my genius father and his New World Order type friends claim to aspire to be post-human supermen, the only really superhuman thing about the Neofeudals is their toxically excessive opulence. This chandelier is case in point number 10,000.
All right, hit me. Come on,
Whack.
give me a 10. Yeah, 19, beat that.
The throne. We've got lots of these for different ceremonial purposes. Some hewn of diamond or ruby or meteorite. One throne was even constructed from the thermally fused bones of assassinated world leaders. It was used by the Clington Bushes to intimidate the EU and Asia into submission during World War III, by threatening rebellious heads of state that they would be Gaddafi'd and added to the sculpture next.
Jesus Christ, that is bleak. Sorry, that was bleak. This entire game is bleak, but like... Can we look at ourselves?
I'm Princess Sybil Clington Bush.
Oh my god, she started talking to herself, bro, Jay.
Portraits of neo-feudal monarchy past and present. Father has asked me repeatedly to have my own visage rendered by Faux van Voorst, the official 12-eyed half-cephalopod royal portraitist, whose napkin scribbles alone sell for billions in art galleries. I graciously decline Father's requests. Okay, maybe I yell at him to go suffocate on a mouthful of beluga caviar before stomping out of the palace ballroom.
Okay, so that's just more of the portraiture.
The Fulcrum Palace security.
Indeed. Okay. So let's... before we start looking at people, I want to just make sure there's nothing else in the room to see. Okay, let's take a look at people here.
Yeah. Emperor Ji Khan of the People's Empire of China. I haven't had a lot of dealings with him myself, but I do know that when the Clington Bushes had central banks print quadrillions of dollars to fund their ascendancy, Emperor Ji threatened to devalue his currency in tandem with Russia and several other countries, and switch to a gold standard. That was part of the impetus of my father scouring the Kuiper Belt and lassoing in that golden comet, to nullify the threat of a gold standard into unilaterally assured financial destruction for China. Princess Violet Jackson-Jones, aka the Mars Walker. Sorry, Prince Violet Jackson-Jones, aka the Mars Walker. His current body supposedly contains 30% Michael Jackson, 30% Prince, and 30% David Bowie DNA. He was genetically and social media engineered to be the perfect rock/pop star, yet no one knows what the additional 10% is. He's won every Grammy, MTV Music Award, and broken every download record since his creation. Although the difficulty of this feed is debatable when all radios, streaming services, social media, and internet systems are controlled by a few trillionaires who pump the Mars Walker to the top of every chart. Feed, search, and recommended video, even if you type in Toyonde fuel cell replacement parts.
What's most impressive is that MTV is still around.
And yet they still don't play music videos.
Got it.
That's Princess Sarah Gates Walton of the Gates Walton corporate empire.
All I want to do is watch the music video for November Rain twice an hour every hour. Is that so much to ask?
General Walker Coke Jobs, the psycho Coke Jobs leader that tried to kill us. We came to a secret understanding at the Oasis Country Club. I could tell my father that the general made an attempt on my life and is conspiring against the Clington Bush family, but he knows I have a protege and am conspiring against my own father. We're at a political stalemate as it stands, and he probably won't try anything against me in such a public venue, but I need to be careful around him. He's an unstable wild card. My father, King Warren Clinton Bush. He's the hosting royal of the G8 Summit and chairman of the Neofeudal Council, being the foremost ruler of the Clinton-Bush corporate state, and the individual with the single highest net worth and power as ranked by Forbes. I'll need to do a family shot for the media. Loving royal father handing on the torch to his adoring up-and-coming daughter. Blah, if only they knew. Queen Deborah Merkel-Lacroix, the former president of the EU before it collapsed after inequality, austerity, and a series of Hitler-esque leaders and selfish embezzling technocrats drove the country toward upheaval and war, culminating in the Second Dresden firebombing. The French-German-British leader assumed the throne of the remains of the European dynasty, ascending 10,000 feet above the ashes and radiation, in glittering sky castles, or Himmelschloss in German. Europe has retaken its place as a manufacturing powerhouse, although all the manufacturing is done by super intelligent machines who build flying Audis, yachts, limos, and other luxury items for royalty, for the most part, as Lower Europe resembles the medieval Dark Ages, full of sectarian violence, starvation, and plagues, except with smartphones and assault rifles. Oh, God, Nolan is here? He's probably still begging for money for his starships. When is he gonna take a hint? Maharaja Patal, one of the highest-ranking rulers in East Asia.
All right, I think that's everyone
Yeah.
to look at. Let's, time to schmooze. Ready to get schmoozing?
Yeah. Good afternoon, Emperor Xi.
We are pleased to see you, Princess Sybil. The People's Empire of China has the utmost respect for you and your father.
I know he's basically a computer-generated, biologically engineered product of big entertainment, but I still have a secret crush on him. I'd probably have a fangasm, drop 30 IQ points, turn into a swoony, drooly, hot mess, and say something dumb if I tried to talk to him. Better not.
Yeah, sure, all right.
Princess Sarah.
Princess Sybil, it's so great to see you.
I'm such a huge fan. When you took the 2027 Transplanetary Academy Awards by storm by defiling your pure human body, it was such an epic, brave move, inserting your consciousness into a vat-grown body with 30% feline genes. You totally inspired me to become a transcorporeal ally to disenfranchised sentient species.
Oh, stop spoiling me. I wish the mainstream media hadn't overhyped the scandal of my transgender interspecies vessel. It ended up overshadowing the social justice movement I was promoting. But, c'est la vie. In truth, it was badly received in elite circles, but that isn't what really ruffled feathers. It was when I married a common seamstress singer from an LA ghetto, someone so far below my social economic class. Not the fact that I became the first openly lesbian royal, but that I'd marry a simple cosplayer micro-celeb with less than 1 billion hypertube views. That's when I drew attacks from other neo-feudals as a treason against the ruling elite.
Tell me about it. That's what happens when you threaten the status quo. Weren't you actually like assassinated JFK style, shot in your motorcade to that charity event for #Common Lives Matter in Paris?
Luckily, I had a backup of my consciousness and was able to re-sleeve into a new cloned body. Oh, we're doing altered carbon now. Before we talk to any of these two over here, I want to...
Uncle Patty.
Sybil! Why, you've grown into a beautiful lotus. I remember when you were just a wee little bud.
You taught me to play cricket, made me fall in love with aloo gobi. How could I forget?
Okay, that's actually tasty, though.
Thank you again for that letter of recommendation when I applied for Yaleverd. Not that Clinton Bush needs recommendation to get whatever they want, but it was a nice gesture.
It was my pleasure. By the way, after you try the beluga caviar, treat your palate to the gold-plated tikka masala. Snuck my mother's recipe into the android chef's AI. I'll talk to Nolan. Oh, Sybil, I'm sorry about my crassness at the Capitol. I set up a Gates, Walls, and Charitable Foundation to handle support for the terrestrial port. I'm donating Big League to support it.
This isn't another money laundering scheme to pay off your foreign allies tax-free, while simultaneously attempting to woo bleeding heart liberals like me with fake philanthropy, is it?
Absolutely not. I am sincere. Here.
Then you wouldn't mind appointing your lefty sister, Princess Sarah, as chairwoman of the board then?
I can't believe you still don't trust me. Did what we have mean nothing?
We had a 2-week fling, Nolan, and I was 17 and naive.
You're gonna regret this, Sybil.
Whatever, Nolan.
No.
Princess Sybil, the fulcrum is brightened by your presence.
Thank you for coming, Your Majesty. I hope that Europe is recovering from the war, the second Dresden firebombing.
A catastrophe, no doubt, one that we all deeply regret. However, Europe has retaken its place as a manufacturing powerhouse. Aero, BMW, sky yachts, surrogate cyber bodies, orbital platforms, they are at an all-time high.
It sounds like the EU is really bouncing back then.
The only problem is there are only jobs for super-intelligent machines. The guilds' trades are lost, unemployment is at 90%. I regret to say it, but Lower Europe resembles a less EU-topia and more medieval dark ages, full of sectarian violence, starvation, and plagues, except now with smartphones and assault rifles.
Wow, I feel like I just thought that. Are you stealing my thoughts?
I am. We performed aid drops, tried to help those below, but populist animosity is at an all-time high. We elite have lost control of our territory. We rule only the clouds. I've heard of your work with the terrestrials, the sentient underclasses. If only we could replicate that on my continent. Your father has nearly infinite resources. If you could perhaps speak with him.
I wish I could help, Your Majesty. I really do, but my father and I don't see eye to eye. I act against his will, in fact. If I were the monarch of my neo-feudal dynasty, this would be a different world, but as it is, King Warren holds the keys to the kingdom. General Walker Coke Jobs, I really don't want to talk to that homicidal maniac if I don't have to. Hi, Father.
Oh, Sibs! I can trust you to put on good behavior, right? No stealing the mic and bursting into communist rants, flipping banquet tables, or PR stunts involving taller feathers, right?
Yes, Father, I'll be good for this summit. Promise.
That's what I like to hear. This virgin blood's Pinot is exquisite, by the way. Do try it.
I hate this. Well, that's enough socializing with heads of corporate state for now. What?
What?
Do you have to use the eye?
Oh, we figured it out. Oh my god. I just regained sapience. What is going on?
Yeah, it feels pretty fucked up when you become the player character, right?
Oh my god. Proto and I will need to figure out a way to break into probably the most secure complex this side of the Milky Way galaxy. Should be a cakewalk. I'm gonna save my game real quick. Break in. I've already seen everything there is to see out here, but... Oh.
It's still the same text. I see. Interesting. We can become protege too, probably. No, we can't roll up close enough to these motherflackers for my mind tricks to work. The ships be dipping, they raid our noses in our gravity wells. Take us out with them RPGs.
Alright, so what do we got? What is this?
The
superpositor's primary weapon. The E-manual here says it's a mass decoherence projector that rapidly destabilizes the quantum states of the target's subatomic particles, causing billions of micro-ruptures and effectively causing plasmification of matter. I think this translates to blow things to hell and back in English. Alright, so then what do we do? Golden inverted pyramid. Gold is a bright metal, but that thing is literally glowing. Hell if I know what it is. It's a million times above my pay grade. Fulcrum Palace. I need to look around for an entrance. I need a Shanghai protege inside, but no way I'm flying the superpositor right onto the red carpet entrance, even if it is technically invisible on all wavelengths. They probably got hypersensitive grav detectors, quantum flux monitors that can tell when extra eyes are observing the palace's golden photos. And sure, we have an ethical bureaucrat's chance in Coastlandia of making it through. And then there's the problem with the $6 billion baller and I not exactly being VIPs of this plutocrat party. We need to find another entrance. Uh-oh, someone's coming. The Zepp Freighter, okay. Oh, they're gonna go down here, are they?
Interesting.
Let's see if we can get in that way. All right. The cargo is being unloaded by shipping bots. They just have basic GPS and gyroscopic sensors on board and won't pose a problem, but suit-droid security there will pose a threat. I'll have to get rid of those guards somehow. So tiny, help me.
Indeed.
Hey Proto, can you use your mind control on these security guards?
Yeah, maybe if you can pull this ride up close enough.
Shit, never mind. I can't get close enough with the air patrol covering the freight entrance. Get rid of the air support, huh? This is an X-Wing, and I'm not Luke Skywalker. I'm not going to dogfight 100 Neofeudal interceptors, bank and barrel roll my way into the Fulcrum's power core, and use the Force to shoot out some conveniently exposed critical coolant unit. Use a bit more strategy than that. I can't figure that out.
Do we have to wait for that one to be on the other side and then do it? How to get rid of the air support?
How to get rid of the air support? What options do we have here? Oh, I see. We do have to come up. Ah, I see.
Interesting. We got an achievement for that too, huh?
Yeah, okay. So we gotta...
So we had to...
try to look at the entrance.
Then...
Right, and
the
then...
Zep freighter comes.
So maybe you're right. Maybe we have to go in and do it while they're facing the other... while they're going the other direction. Because I don't know how else we'd get in there. We do have a pretty good length of time here. Shoot the bots. That's those guys. They'll definitely draw unwanted attention. We'll probably be swatted out of the sky in about 5 seconds. Have to find a more stealthy way to get rid of the security around here. Okay.
Is there anything else shootable that's not the security? We haven't tried just pointing the beam at other stuff very much yet.
Oh, wait. Do we just need to create the explosion as our distraction?
Maybe.
You want me to try shooting some other stuff?
Yeah, just to see if there's anything that's not the pyramid or ships. Huh, doesn't seem like it. Okay.
Find a more stealthy way to get the security out of there. Okay. Let's try moving up and brain zooping them when this guy goes away.
Interesting. What if we have to deliberately get caught?
Yeah, and drag him away?
Yeah. What if we decloak? Identify yourselves immediately. Let's make up a story.
We're military intelligence subcontractor running a special op for the Clington Bush family. You're blowing our cover.
We weren't notified of such. What's the code phrase?
Oh, flag. I don't know that. Damn, lost them. Morris, this is Talon 52. I lost the bogey on Graviton scan. Please advise.
Let's try attacking them.
Yeah, let's try attacking them. I thought they would try to come after us. Right? They'd be like, oh, wait, hold on. They're getting away, and like tail them away and go invisible and circle back, but I suppose not.
Get on in there, you Zeppelin.
This whole Sky City thing seems so impractical because they seem eminently explodable.
Yeah, but remember, it's not about the utility, it's about showing off the wealth.
No, but at the same time, like, if you had infinite money and wanted to not get killed,
Yep.
would you go in one of these?
No.
Let's see what happens.
We're taking fire. Terminate the hostile with extreme prejudice. Uh-oh.
All right.
Well, that doesn't work.
So,
We could try blowing up the bomb. I didn't think we were supposed to do that yet until we were inside, though.
yeah.
Get on in there, you express bus. The Zap Freighter. The Zep Freighter.
Freighter, right?
Freighter. 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 Same word. Aren't they? I've been pronouncing it that way my entire life. Am I wrong?
I didn't think it was said that way.
So what's the other option? Is to decloak and then?
Well, I think it's unlikely that it'll do something different, right? Like, we've seen attack and run, so let's try calling.
Probably not a good idea. Sybil,
What's up, Carl? Make it quick. I have to do a keynote in a few.
we could use some of that neo-feudal influence right about now. The fulcrum air security is impregnable.
I'll see what I can do. I'll need to speak with the Fulcrum security and come up with a decoy threat to get them away from the Fulcrum itself.
Interesting. Okay, so that's what we're supposed to do.
Walks over and talks to the other one. Your Highness, I am at your service. I have just received word that one of the Aeromax Zep freighters approaching from the southeast may have an antimatter bomb in the engine compartment and a squadron of EX-1000s. Another Icarus attack from the Low City? No, this is likely to be an interdynastic coup attempt. I'll have to report this up the chain of command. No, you will not. I said this is likely an inside job and we won't find the mole if they tell their commandos the operation has been compromised. We'll need to pull from our official Fulcrum Palace perimeter fleet to check out an Aeromax. Did you not swear an oath and have it neurally programmed into your cybrain to protect royalty? This is a direct threat on the Clington-Bush family. You will inspect the freighter at any cost. Yes, of course, Your Highness.
All right, we're in. Gates Dam. Looks like Sybil leveraged her royal cartwright. Half the Air Force is taken off. No problem. Let's go do some
Mind
shooping.
control.
Zoop. Zoop. I've just got orders from the doc to return to the ballroom. We're being relieved.
What? We are scheduled for warehousing for the duration, and I wasn't notified.
They're saying it's urgent.
Highly improbable. You should check your earpiece.
What?
Yo, dog. I gotta pee like a mofo. For real.
What? Why are you using that low city dialect? Our synthetic bodies are complete metabolic recycling. We have no urine or bladders.
I might have contracted a neurovirus while streaming Season 3 of Throne Games to my cybrain last night. Better have it scanned for brain bugs later.
Right, let's get back to the ballroom.
Hells yeah, forget drive-by shooting. Drive-by mind wrecking. That's some baller shit right there.
Should clear land now. Better put the eagle in the nest before the chickens come home to roost. What do you mean that's not working? Coast is clear. Time to trash this party. Party, party, party hard.
Prosperity has never been greater. The flourishing of all our houses remains at all-time highs. Gross celestial product is up 30%. Dynastic employment amongst fully verified sentient species is at 99%. Geosynchronous resort cities are booming. Luxury skycraft and spacecraft are churned out by labor-free robotic plants by the dozen. Our Martian colonies broke ground on the first sister city with Venus terraforming coming along smoothly, and profits from asteroid mining has taken off. On my 12th birthday, I received no super yacht in the shape of a whale. No private orbital Disneyland theme park, or directional ownership of my favorite kid show like most kids do. I wanted My Pony Princess, but I digress. No, my father's present was to give me the city once known as New York, to rule as the chief executive lord and mayor. It was my job to lower taxes for the wealthy, to sit on the boards of all major Wall Street banks, increase corporate profits, and ensure the Clinton-Bush estate continued to grow from its meager $1 trillion. Humble beginnings, I know. I learned more that in that 12th year of my life than perhaps any year since. I learned the way the world truly worked, has always worked. I helped double our dynasty's net worth by the following year. The year after that, not only New York, but the entire United States of America went into bankruptcy during the global smash crash, and the Clinton Bushes were there to swoop in, buy the entire country for pennies on the dollar.
The smash crash.
The smash
When
crash.
the secrets to Ultimate came out.
Everyone is here.
Instantly destroying the global economy because everyone was there instead of at work. They were all in Smash.
Everyone's in Smash now in the future. I'll never forget what he said the day Dad signed over the 10 trillion estate in my name and entered the indefinite cryosleep in his golden coffin. One day you will have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the birds of the heavens and other every living thing that moves on the earth. And all other Earths, including Twin Earth. He was paraphrasing the Bible, of course, which is unusual for my father, who only went to church to launder money and win over Christian voters. The word stayed with me to this day. Dominion over every living thing on Earth, and all other Earths. This was the word of God. Now I realize I come from a lineage of presidents, CEOs, financial magnates, kings, and emperors spanning 6 continents, 5 planets, and over a century. I don't want to be one to pat myself on the back, but as a great Ayn Rand once said, wealth is the product of man's capacity to think. We're all the ones who created this bright, golden, luxurious future we all inhabit through our innovation, ingenuity, and hard work. We, the neo-feudal elite, the captains of industry, I think we all here deserve a little congratulations for our hard work. It's only fair for our hard work that we should be rewarded with dominion over all terrestrial living things. That includes the 99% they're ours to subdue, to use as we see fit, for like pets or cattle, they're not smart enough to efficiently manage themselves. Dad was so smart, so prophetic, all Earths. Used to think he simply meant other planets, which we now clearly rule. But as the late, great Dr. Noel Gertzel revealed to us, there are not only other planets, but other realities, countless parallel universes that exist beside us in other dimensions. We deserve dominion over these other Earths as well. And that is what we shall soon achieve, my friends, with this penultimate technology, the so-called Garden of Forked Paths. The Garden of Creation, the Garden of Eden, and it is only right that we should return to paradise, for I dare say we're doing God's work. Toast to doing God's work.
A great speech, Warren, but you know as well as I do that the Garden of Forking Paths cannot be used without the key, which Gertzel has kept hidden from us. In addition, a unanimous vote of the Neofeudal Council is required.
The ability to alter reality itself? No one should have such godlike power. It would destabilize the balance we have created.
Indeed, and you'll never get my vote, Father.
Oh, such a cute, precocious little daughter I've raised. No, realize we not always seen eye to eye, but you must realize the true possibilities of the technology. Imagine the countless other poor folks you could help feed and clothe in these other realities.
We should take care of the misfortune in our own reality before worrying about others.
Yeah, well...
Father, are you all right? Your Majesty.
Ah, choked cries.
Man down, man down.
King Warren has fallen.
I'm not getting a pulse, no apnea, or neural activity. The body appears to be rapidly decomposing.
From the speed and color, I'd say it was a nano deconstructor. It'll be turning his brain into porridge by now, so he can't remote download his personality out of his shell. Father?
What?
Well, this is just a terrible turn of events, but as next highest ranking member of the Neofeudal Council, I hereby assume the position of chairman.
What? You probably poisoned him, you bastard.
You're a traitor, Walker, and that is my father. I am heir to the throne. I am the rightful chairwoman. Oh, now, darling, let's not go tossing the T-word around or someone just might get their glass house cracked. But who makes you queen anyway? You? You and whose army, princess? You and whose army? The Coke Jobs Forces. Guards, stop them. Oh god, this is all wrong. The Egalite Cooperative was supposed to do a coup d'etat against my father, not Walker.
As chairman of the...
chairman of the Neo-Feudal Council, I hereby suspend all rules and regulations and institute autocratic... Aw, hell, I'm in charge now, okay? Boys, please take the rest of the council.
Well, this is fucked.
Oh, except Mr. Nolan there. I'm appointing him as my right-hand man.
Yes!
Nolan, you sniveling little backstabber. You've been plotting with the coke jobs this entire time?
Oh, come now, sweetheart. We had a thing, but then you had to go and break my heart.
You never loved me, you pompous upstart rocket boy. You just wanted me for my money.
And you could have just played politics and given it to me like everyone else. I wouldn't have had to join your family's rival dynasty and build next-gen military technology for them. Pity!
Enough of this lovey-dovey romance crap. More action. Operation Apocalypse Now is a go. I repeat, initiate Operation Apocalypse Now. That's the problem with all these foreign wars. You have to watch them on GNN News through a little screen. Wars on the homeland get you right in the action. You royal folks stay here. My troops will keep you company while I watch the fireworks. Yahoo! Time to reap that whirlwind, baby. Time to reap what man has sown.
What's going on now?
Horus, this is Talon 1. We have a visual on an amassing force of military aircraft, mostly CJ-74 overthrowers. They claim to be reinforcements against a red alert terror threat. Please advise. Those are Horus's attempt to coup on the council. Princess Sybil, sorry, you're breaking up. What's happening? Where is King Warren? Dad, destroy overthrowers. Sorry, Princess, it seems someone is jamming our communications. Wait, we have confirmed airborne attacks. It looks like the coke jobs are attempting a full-scale assault on the fulcrum. Defend the palace.
Well, that's fucked. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna save my game real quick. What?
That's like the third one that you've saved with that name.
Right?
Can we just talk down the troops?
I doubt that.
They don't seem to want to talk.
Probably not a good idea. Oh, I see.
Carl, everything has gone sideways. We're being held hostage in the throne room.
All right, we're on our way, Sybil. Just hang in there. We'll bring in the secret weapon. What's going on?
General, we have discovered a Class 7 unidentified craft with advanced cloaking and quantum technology. A human cyborg and a heavily modified humanoid robot were sighted, but we lost track of them. Yes, sir.
Princess Sybil, you wouldn't happen to have a little ragtag crew of misfits sneaking around the fulcrum now, would you? I'm here alone. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, come on, sweetheart. You're a better politician than that. I know you can lie better about your, what's it called? Eagle Corporation. Enron Corp. Egalite Cooperative. That's it.
I thought we went with Eagle Lat.
Yes, now as much as I love smoking out a gorilla myself, takes me back to Cambodia 68, I ain't got time for that. So, Princess, you're gonna tell me where Charlie is, or I'm gonna have to start impeaching the Neofeudal Council one by one, with bullets. You're insane. I'll never talk. I love your spirit, girl. You've got that millennial spunk to you. You guys get a bad rap. Captain, go ahead and shoot Mr. Patal in the forehead for me, will you?
Yes, sir.
Oh, God.
You're a monster.
Maybe so, ma'am, but it's rich old blue bloods like you that sent me and my brothers into 7 different wars where we shot kids and blew up hospitals. So, who's worse, Frankenstein or his creators, you goddamn hypocrites? All right, no more, I'll talk. My associates are... Yes, speak up, girl. Everyone get down.
Jobs H. Christ, it's a flacking A-51. Take it out. Stay frosty and check your 6. We might be able to catch it on infrared. All right. Proto-J has friends.
Yeah. Flacking thing's faster than a cheetah bot, and it's got neutron armor. Game over, man. Game over.
Get your cyber's brain straight, Corporal. If we don't take this rogue prototype down, we'll all be decommissioned for recyc. Try flushing it out with the cloak of an EMP. Fire in the hole. It's tossing it right in front of the... Now! The hostile's down. Check its vitals.
All right.
Flack, the narc's got Talos. I swore an oil pack with the big dog. I gotta represent the Chrome Boys and cap all them CJ.
Listen, I hear you, Proto, but we can't go gangster with 2 pistols against a bunch of fully automatics. Gotta play this game like the Neofeud. We gotta play it like chess.
I feel you. Spin the chessboard around. Call the shot, Carl.
Looks like the big guy's down for the count, but we can't risk another Charlie Foxtrot on the slim chance he resurrects. Hicks, Velasquez, stay on the A51 reinforcements should be in any second. All right, so what are we gonna do here?
Let's look around.
Yeah, let's get our... I see. It's all the same.
Interesting. What do we do, I wonder?
What do we do? Can we use the...
Can't call anyone outside the palace with the coke job signal jammers all over the fulcrum, but I can use the phone to detonate the antimatter bomb I planted.
Should we do it? Yeah, I guess so.
We saved our game.
Jobs, Christ, that sounded like an antimatter bomb. You two, go check it out.
2 down, 3 to go.
Can Proto-J mind control one of them?
All right, let's try that. Captain.
You all right, sir? Check. I'm smooth operating. Let me know when you're ready to hit it, Carl.
Should even the odds. With Proto-J controlling one troop, it's 2 on 2.
Perfect. Wait for my signal to take out the one on the right. We'll only get 1 shot at this.
Roger, I'm in the zone.
Hey!
Now.
Make it stop. Ah!
Got him.
Check motherflackin' mate, yo. Ah, that was the dopest play since Shaquille O'Steal slam dunked over Barry Silver in the 2028 RNBA Championship.
I love it when a conspirational plot to overthrow another conspiracy comes together.
You guys were amazing. I could kiss you.
As nice as that would be, never mind. Sorry, Princess. We came as fast as we could.
Thank God you guys showed up when you did.
What do we do now? We don't have the military resources to stand up to the coke jobs. They're too powerful.
There's only one thing we can do. We have to vote to unlock the Garden of Forking Paths. It has the power to alter reality itself and is the only thing that can undo this havoc.
But the key to the garden, no one has been able to find it for years despite much effort searching for it.
I have found the key to the garden.
Impossible.
You must believe me. I have the key, and it is the only way to end this. We must vote now before it's too late.
Do it. We may regret it, but I see no choice. Europe cannot withstand another war. I vote yes.
Then we have a unanimous vote of the remaining non-rogue council. I will get the key to the garden. You have my word. Carl, the superpositor, is it still intact?
Yeah, Air Force 1 is still docked and fully cloaked in Loading Bay 3.
As for the rest of the Neofeudal Council, you should evacuate immediately on my personal transport. Clington Bush agents still loyal to me can help you escape.
Thank you, Sybil. We're deep in your debt.
Quickly, Carl, Proto, we've got to move before the General returns with ground reinforcements. Quick, we've got to get the elevator to the Fulcrum's main facilities.
Well, all right. Away into the background we go. Oh, it's just right there. That seems like an inconvenient location for that.
Oh, hey, it's this thing again.
Oh, hey, it's this thing again. I was wondering when we get here. What is this place?
This is the Fulcrum Research Facility. This is where the Golem Project was founded and carried out, where Noah Gertzel worked for my family for years. This the crib I was born in, where Pops manufactured my main brain? Yes, Proto, you spent your alpha and beta test days in one of these cells to ensure you were viable. Wait, if I kicked it as a shorty in this top secret lab, why come I don't remember none of it? It's standard procedure for all for all sentients to have their hardware and or wetware formatted to factory settings before shipment. What you trying to say? They wiped my brain board like an Etch-a-Sketch before flushing me down the toilet? Yes, they didn't want any...
Well, that's not good. Oh, the muffled screaming. Oh. Okay.
Any chromes or Franklin freaks spill into the news about how they was jammed full of needles and trodes and dissected like a flacking science frog for some egghead's experiments? Essentially, yes. Although whistleblowers are generally marginalized by corporate state-controlled media as tinfoil conspiracy theorists, then assassinated. So, as if they flacked up the memory wipe, I would have just been thrown in the loony bin then recycled? That shit's supposed to make me feel better? I'm sorry, Proto. It was horrible what happened. Still happens here. I'm sorry I didn't do enough at the time, Proto. I really am. But if we can get to the Garden of Forking Paths, if we, the Egalite Cooperative, succeed, we can change all of this.
Better get going. The coke jobs can't be far behind. I'm gonna go ahead and save my game one more time. Add a third question mark onto that one. Do you notice that they're all cells down here along the bottom?
Yeah.
It's like one of many products. Cybernetic transgenic hybrided experiments created by Hypertech. Prototypes on the way to creating artificial superintelligence, the Ubermensch, the perfect post-human. See thousands on just this floor. Allegedly, there have been millions tortured, killed, dissected, treated like lab rats. Makes perfect sense why the Goetzel Takeda consciousness test is rigged to declare these sentient beings as non-people. All the rats of a stray cat or a cattle in a slaughterhouse. Liberals and pro-sentient rats would pull all support if they realized virtually all these lab rats are thinking, feeling individuals. What can we do here? Oh wait, can we listen? Probably not a good idea. I still have the mic. I still have the long distance thing for some reason. Hey, Proto. Probably not a good idea. Well, I don't rightly understand what you want me to do.
Can we walk over there? Proto, some help here? Foshizi, your celestialness, but can we cut an immunity deal first? Yes, fine, you won't spend a day in prison. Also, can you bring back Tupac? Of course, we have clones of him on ice next to the copies of Prince and Steve Jobs. Just get me down. Aw, hells yeah.
There are several buttons on the elevator control panel.
Interesting.
Okay, just gonna go up and down for a little bit here. I do like. I do like going up and down a lot, though. It is a lot of fun. What is this place? Is this the Garden of Forking Paths?
I'm not sure, but if Goetzel was telling the truth, we should be on the right track. I don't remember this facility during my time on the Golem Project.
The fuck is this? This place covered in a webwork of runes and symbols that could be abstract mathematical equations or hieroglyphics for all you know. Or being Proto J right now, okay. Oh wait, we still have the Aleph.
Ooh.
Can't use those together. The remains of Aleph, some sort of occult symbol. I feel like I've seen it before. What do we do?
Well, we could try interacting.
Looks like some sort of helmet used for the Gertzelticated consciousness test. Ah, I know how to solve this one. Guess I was the wrong mind.
I wonder if it could be Proto-J's mind that we need.
Proto-J. Go ahead and try this. Nailed it.
What's up with a brain scan, yo? I thought I was the chosen one or whatevs. The panel said something about having the name of the primordial one, the blood of the prime mover, and the mind of the protege at hand, right? Maybe we need the other 2 items in place before you can unlock the garden with your mind?
Okay, so we have
All of those things. Let's try using the Gertzel blood on the control panel.
the Gertzel blood.
Yeah.
Okay, together. Oh, this
Huh.
one.
Interesting.
Huh.
Can we talk to Protege?
Not at the moment.
Can we use the blood on the thingy? The symbol thingy.
Not sure. Together.
Huh, too bad.
Try the other one. Add this Proto-J. Because I feel like we have the pieces here.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of She has the phone, right?
Oh. Oh, but you've
gotta
go
bring-
to Carl.
Yep.
Do we have Gertzel's phone still? We don't.
No, we don't. Oh, that was a good guess though. Hold on. Let's go back to Proto-J real quick.
Yeah.
Because we had an explanation of
The name of the primordial one, the blood of the prime mover, and the mind of the protege. Is there something else interactable in this scene that we haven't been clicking on?
I feel like maybe that's got to be it.
So if we just try moving it back and forth various places that aren't around the area we've been mousing over. Was that something in the upper right? No, it was just when it turned into a hand. Okay.
Can we get out of the way of this stuff real quick here?
Is there anything on the left or right side that is not the control panel?
Hold on, I'm gonna have... Wait. Oh, what if we had someone else look at... Carl has the stuff in his inventory, right? Let's have him look at the control panel.
Oh, we just had to interact with the hand. Ah!
The center is a screen projecting a sort of virtual codex written in the archaic and intelligible English. Cryptic images circumscribe the book on the left and right, arranged almost like a triptych painting for an altar.
Let's examine the text.
The left image.
Oh, that's where the Aleph goes.
There's the Aleph. One piece of the riddle solved. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you there, princess.
So let's examine the text this time when we interact with the panel.
I think the text is exactly what she just told us. Yep.
Okay. Aleph?
The Garden of Forking Paths is an enormous riddle of parable whose theme is time, said Albert. The Garden of Forking Paths is an incomplete but not false image of the universe as Sui Pin conceived it. In contrast, Newton and Schopenhauer, your ancestors did not believe in a uniform absolute time. Believed in an infinite series of times and a growing dizzying net of divergent, convergent, and parallel times. It's a network of times which approached one another, forked, broke off, were unaware of one another for centuries, embraces all possibilities of time. We do not exist in the majority of these times. In some you exist and not I, in others I and not you, in others both of us. In the present one, which a favorable fate has granted me, you have arrived at my house. In another, while crossing the garden, you found me dead. In still another, I utter these same words, but I am a mistake ghost. Jorge Luis Borges, The Garden of Forking Paths. The Mahal began to circle around the golem 7 times. Then, with one voice, all 3 recited the scriptural passage from Genesis 2:7, and he breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. Man became a living soul. Immediately, the golem opened his eyes and looked at 3 men wonderingly. On the way home, the Mahal said to the golem, "You know that we have created you so that you may protect the defenseless Jews against their enemies." Although the golem could not speak, for the power of speech is God's alone to give, he nonetheless understood what the Mahal had said to him. Mahal ordered the golem to guard the ghetto of Prague like the apple of his eye, to roam all its streets at night and to be on the lookout against those who might wish to do evil to the Jews. And the golem did so, from the golem of Prague. Foreseeing life is but a motion of limbs, the beginning whereof is in some principal part within. Why may we not say that all automata, engines that move themselves by springs and wheels as doth a watch, have an artificial life? For what is the heart but a spring, and the nerves but so many strings, and the joints but so many wheels, giving motion to the whole body, such as was intended by the artificer? From Thomas Hobbes, Leviathan. Alright, what's the right image?
Alright, we need that blood. Yeah.
From the prime mover, which would be Gertzel, right? Yeah. Gertzel's blood worked. Blood of the prime mover, the creator, of course. It's one piece of the riddle solved. Alright, so now both of those are in place. So now we can have Proto-J get up there and mind meld.
Brain scan.
Have fun at the brain scan emporium. Oh, well, that's fucked. Why does it have veins?
Huh.
What are the veins doing? Why are the veins... Does this place become
Are there people in the orbs?
There might be. Jesus, what the hell is that? It looks like a giant neural... It's like the mind of God itself.
This has to be it. The Garden of Forking Paths. We've done it. Wait, so I'm supposed to be like God or Galactus now or something? I don't feel all divine and all powerful. You're supposed to be able to alter reality itself using your mind. Just focus on a vision of resetting the world to normalcy. Normalcy? I don't know what that even is, but okay. Okay, I'm trying, but nothing's happening. I don't understand. We did everything the right way, just as Gertzel said.
Dying is quite a rush. You should try it sometime.
King Warren. The only plausible explanation was you. The king is an old kingslayer. You committed suicide by poisoning yourself.
Haha, all in one. You found the Maltese Falcon, detective. Unfortunately, you also fell into Aura's talons. See, I knew I'd never convince my uppity little Mother Teresa of a daughter here to hand over the key to the Garden of Forking Paths. I also knew that a unanimous vote to release that ultimate power would never pass the Neofeud Council, because I would be the one in control and would start wiping my rivals off the face of the planets one by one. Mental note, wipe rivals off map later. I also had it from my CIA intelligence guys that Walker was plotting a coup d'etat via all-out air assault and planted to ground troops. Gotta give the guy credit, he knows how to put on a show. Now, I knew if I was mysteriously and publicly assassinated at the G8, Walker would immediately storm the fulcrum like the United States bombing an oil-rich Middle Eastern country, which would put all the council's heads of corporate state in dire and possibly deadly straits. In which case they'd be swimming for the nearest lifeboat like rats on the Titanic. And if that meant unlocking the garden, then so be it. And with your hated father dead, you, Sybil, would be happy to give the council a bailout using your key. That is, Mr. Robot here, I presume. Secret is, I had the poison tweaked, and the nano deconstructor set to delay neurotissue breakdown to give me just enough time to remote download out of my dying body.
Into what?
Into what?
Let's just say I'm post-geographical. I think Goetzel threw around the term discarnate. I'm a ghost in the machine, my friend. I'm one with the eye in the sky. See, I was there when Goetzel finished his masterwork, his personal Sistine Chapel. Beautiful, isn't it? But the little detail you all missed is that the key to the garden is separate from the throne of the garden. Goetzel resisted the idea, of course, knowing I'd be the one to the control seat, but 100 subjective years of transcranial neural torture will change a man's mind, even one as strong-willed as Goetzel.
Oh.
Your problem, my dear Sibs, is hubris. Runs in the family, I suppose. See, you thought you had your master plan out tight, but I've always been a step ahead. The eye of Horus sees all, darling. I know you don't believe me, but truly it pains me so to hear through a wiretapped connection that my own daughter is plotting against me.
But how did you... The money, you buried a Trojan in the transfer.
You took the billions from me at the Oasis Country Club like you always do, taking Daddy's money.
That's fiat money printed out of thin air by your banking cartel. I
Details.
only take Bitcoin.
Details. It's the principle of it, baby. You're my scion, the next in line for the throne.
You never would have given it up. All you care about is yourself, your power, your dynasty.
You were my dynasty. You're my daughter, my flesh and blood. That is what a dynasty is. I would have given the world to you, Sybil, but now, as we say in politics, steps have been taken. Steps we can't untake. I guess that's the irony. I can alter reality itself, but I can't unchange you. It's like my father always said when he was king. It's lonely at the top. Here, you can have the front row seats to my new empire. You can watch my nation building. I'm blue now. What's wrong with this picture? Oh yes, I need to be winning. Abracadabra. That's better.
Well, that's fucked up.
King Warren just used the garden to annihilate the entire Coke Job Sky City.
Did you completely lose your marbles during that upload to the God computer? You just blew up an entire city full of people.
Technically, I swapped in a portion of parallel reality wherein Coke Job Stratoplex accidentally has nuclear meltdown. So, you see, according to causality, the explosion was always going to happen. In its own timeline. I'm not liable for any loss of life or property. It's just a matter of risk management, see? Walker should have taken out city owner's insurance.
But you made the risk of meltdown 99.999%. You weighted the dice in your favor, ensuring the destruction of your rival neo-feudal family.
Oh, come on, Sibs. Now you're just nitpicking with technicalities. Besides, this wouldn't be the first time the powerful have put their hand on the scale in their favor. You do it all the time by giving defective evolutionary losers in the ghetto a chance to lead a healthy and productive life.
The Egalite Cooperative works to better the lives of all. You just destroyed thousands, maybe millions of lives to increase your own power.
Settle down, darling. You're overreacting now. Have you already forgotten that the Coke Jobs conducted a military strike against the Fulcrum and took the G8 hostage? Psycho General Walker declared war. The Coke Jobs military-industrial complex that was destroyed after all. As I said, the Clinton-Bush dynasty under my leadership is the only thing that can bring stability and prosperity to the world. We are exceptional. We do not negotiate with terrorists like Walker.
You're insane. You've just destroyed the entire city-state of a major neo-feudal power. This could destabilize relations across the entire solar system. You might have just started World War IV.
And just as the Americans and Russians had mutually assured destruction during the Cold War, the Warren Doctrine will do them one better. Unilaterally assured destruction. Any attempt to countermand my agenda or subvert my authority will be met with immediate and total oblivion. It'll be a new peaceful golden age. I'm sorry, but the truth is a cruel mistress, but you know I'm right. Power is all there is. Those with the gold make the rules, and Clinton-Bush has a monopoly position on the gold.
You forgetting one thing, bitch. All that glitters ain't always gold.
Ha, the Low City's trash speaks. Goetzel must have truly lost his mind to put the key to the kingdom in a worthless tin can like you. Really, Sybil, all the Low City Franken freaks and junk bolts can ever amount to is nothing. Welfare queens at best, suckling the high city teat for an energy handout of free housing. And the majority murderers, rapists, drug dealers like this metal thug here. All you do by trying to help them is probing their pointless, miserable lives of squalor.
That's a whole Zep freighter full of flacking bullshit. My maker, Doc Gertzel, he master planned your blingy sky cribs, your chrome warriors, even your god cannon here. And when you got what you wanted, you dumped the mega genius in a landfill, called him a conspiracy nut, a terrorist. You ain't about shit, bitch. You just a scrub, jacking the swagger of giants. Use the Steve Jobs leeching screen time and dollars off the techno genius of Wozniak. You're a Kanye West, an Illuminati phony, getting rich and shitting all over the legacy of social conscious hip-hop like Public Enemy. You take people who make a difference, flack them over, and make a buck. Ha, dog, you know the funniest shizzle is? I used to thought getting the glitz and the bling and ices in my dope crystal sky crib with a fly-ass pop star diva bae was the life. $6 billion baller. Ha, now I see what this Hightown phony shit is about. Flack that shit. That was all flackin' wishy-washy bullshit imagination dream shit. My pops was a flackin' deadbeat. He was an asshole drug dealer with screws loose, narcissistic tendencies, all kind of other problems. But he was real. Realer than any of this fake-ass shiny royal discarbonated soulless garbage.
Nice speech for a defective product. Prototype J13916. What are you gonna do about it, boy?
I'm gonna do what he would have done. Get ready, yo, cause shit's about to get real.
Oh, right, it's the fucking mind. My mind is bursting! You minuscule insect, how is this possible?
Princess Carl, you guys better bail. I don't know how long my Optimus Prime mode can hold back motherflacking Megatron here. No, we're not leaving you, Proto.
Jobs Christ, kid,
Go on, Carl, go get your peeps back. Live free or die hard, you flacking popo.
God damn it, you little punk. Thank you, kid.
We're coming back for you, Proto. Maybe not in this time or this reality, but a princess always repays her debts. Oh, and Carl?
Yeah?
You owe me a cigarette, bitch.
Enough, I'm the master of the universe. I always win! They're both T-posing to assert dominance now.
What the fuck? Well, what's happening?
I don't know, the elevator just locked up all of a sudden.
Nothing's happening. The interface is malfunctioning.
Why are we on this floor?
I got no idea. It's like the control's been overridden. I can't do anything but wait for them to walk slowly up to us.
Princess Sybil. Help us, the Coke Jobs have taken over the Fulcrum.
Princess Sybil, you are charged with treason for conspiring against King Warren Clinton Bush, CEO of the Clinton Bush Corporate State, and against the Neofeudal Council.
This is insanity.
You are also charged with war crimes in violation of the Geneva Convention. These include the use of nuclear weapons against civilian populations and unwarranted slaughter of millions, and the destruction of the Coke Job Stratoplex and resulting in collateral damage.
The destruction of the Coke Job Sky City was orchestrated by King Warren. Using the reality shaping device, he openly admitted it.
He has made an official statement to investigators naming you as the suspect. There's a preponderance of the evidence, including emails and security footage.
My father has the Garden of Forking Paths. He can manufacture all the evidence he wants with a mere thought.
Please come with us, Princess.
She's not going anywhere with you. Ow. Fuck. Right.
Your ammunition is ineffective against our universal reconstructors, bitch.
Carl, it's no use. We can't win this battle.
Come with us now.
What the fuck?
It's for you.
This is Carbon.
It seems that a defective of yours disrupted my synaptic connection with the garden shortly before I tore him apart atom from atom.
Serves you right, you inhuman slime. Without your quantum magic wand, your all-powerful Wizard of Oz image turns out to be a shriveled little man behind the curtain. Once the rest of the Neofeudal Round Table senses your weakness, they'll erase your digital existence like a private email server full of dirty laundry. You're finished.
Strong words for a failed detective, failed husband, your poor wife.
What are you talking about? You don't know shit about me.
Oh, but I do, Carl, remember? I own the police, the FBI, the CIA. I got your case file right here. You've led quite an interesting life, Carl Carbon. One life, one dependent, divorced.
Don't you dare talk about my family, you son of a bitch.
Or what? Are you gonna arrest me? Punch me in the face? You're right, though. I won't talk about them. A picture's worth 1,000 words.
This way.
Oh, balls. Oh, balls. Oh, balls.
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.